Hi, my name is Allison Matuszak, and I am presenting Classroom Management Tips and Tricks, How to Handle Challenging Students. In this slideshow, you will learn strategies that you can use for those challenging students. Empathy. Focus on understanding what the students need from you. Ask open-ended questions like, is there something about today that's been hard for you? This invites more conversation than, it looks like you're having a rough day. Is that true? Use I statements. I felt that other students were distracted by your behavior today. You might not agree with their choices or may even think that they're overreacting, but it's important to recognize that the way they're feeling is real to them. You can say your feelings aren't right or wrong as a way to show respect, how they're feeling. You don't want to try to blame students. Make sure you're actively listening to the students as you're working with them, not looking at papers that you need to grade, not cleaning up from an activity that you did. And you want to make sure you validate their feelings. By using these techniques, you'll show students you want to understand them better and value them as individuals. Here is an example of a 2x10 model that you can do with your students that are struggling to show that you have empathy and care for them.
You said you got to see wrestling with him? You like wrestling? What's your favorite wrestling character?
John Cena.
John Cena?
Mm-hmm.
I love John Cena. He's really good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do you have any other, did he win a wrestling match that you remember?
Mm-hmm.
What wrestling man, who was he going against that he won?
I forgot his name.
Did he have to do a big body slam down to get him to wrestle? What's your favorite wrestling move to watch?
Where he climbs it's like a new field. Like a new one that they climb so they have like a PvP with like two rings. And then they put a cage down on PvP. And all the good guys get in a cage and all the bad guys go in another cage.
Oh, wow. So you like when they use the cages, huh?
And then after it was over, somebody climbed the ladder. And then the guy a bad guy was climbing the ladder, but they were like, he was trying to get off, so somehow he fall down into the pool.
Oh my goodness.
Where John Cena was there, where the friends were struggling to get him, John Cena was climbing the ladder, so he went with his way to make the ladder slam.
Very good. That's so exciting. I love to hear that. Well, I'm so glad we had a great math class today. You did a nice job with your math work today and helping solve equations. All right. And tomorrow we're going to do some more equations too, okay? Yeah, I'm so excited to do that tomorrow. All right. Well, you have a great rest of your day. I'll walk you back to class, okay? Yeah, don't forget that sweatshirt.
So that 2x10 model, what it means is that you work or talk with the student 2 minutes a day for 10 days in a row. And then that should help try to build that relationship with those students that have those challenging behaviors because they know that you care about them, you're getting to know them, and therefore they want to work hard for you because they're trusting you and they know that you care for them. Students that have challenging behaviors, you want to make sure you're communicating with their parents. When communicating with parents, you want to speak in a calm, friendly tone with them. Stay positive. Discuss ongoing support that they're going to have. So if you're having a different behavior plan, or if you're going to continue with the behavior plan, if they're going to be seeing a school social worker, you just want to make sure you keep them up to date on any support that they will receive. And you want to make sure when you're talking about the concerns you have that they're very specific and things that you have observed. When you're working with a student, make sure you always remain calm. Before you talk with them, take a deep breath, count to 5, and remember this student is most likely struggling outside of school as well as inside. When you want to discuss something with the student, please make sure it's in private. Wait until you can address one-on-one and never in front of their peers. You want to make sure you just discuss away from other teachers or students so you can talk about the underlying issues that they have. When you are talking with a student in front of their peers, that will cause them, it could escalate the problem, and the student might continue with those behaviors, or they might actually get worse. Make sure you reach out to colleagues. You can reach out to your school counselors or school psychologists, whoever you have in your building to support. You can talk about it with other teachers. Other teachers might have ideas that they have used in the past that have worked for students with the challenging behavior that you're dealing with. And also, if it's a major problem, discuss with administration. When you have a plan, try to stick with it. When you're developing an individualized plan for the student, choose one behavior to focus on. A student is not going to be able to try to do 4 different things. You need to focus on one, develop an individualized support for that student based on that behavior, and then stick with this plan. Don't try it for a week or 2 and say it doesn't work. You need to try it for a few months and see what kind of progress the student is making with that area. And document. Be sure to document all these major and minor behaviors that the student is, that you're seeing from the student. You could include the date, time, behavior, if any other students were involved, maybe their motivation, and you could even list the consequence. Some schools have an online document or a paper document that you can fill out. And if they don't, you can create your own. You could use a spiral notebook. Sometimes I write notes on a Post-it, so I can add later on after the students are gone. So writing quick notes on a Post-it is always a good idea too, just so that way you remember what that student did and you can document. I hope these strategies for our challenging students help. Thank you very much.